Hi Virgo, welcome to your monthly reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Only take what it feels right and with what does resonate within your own current life experiences during this time. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below, where you can find the current list of reading services I offer. Or if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So Virgo, I'll be channeling messages for the collective of your sign, and then we'll tie it together with the cards as usual. So Virgos, for the month of September, I see like a lot of questions in the sense of what it is that you're truly after. Like, what's the underlying motivations? I see it's a month where you're questioning, or you're being questioned here a lot about what drives you. To get things, to attract things, to manifest things, to be a part of things. It's almost like making a big life review in terms of what has been leading you to path A, B, C, or D. So I see like almost starting here an energy of being in a quest for answers, but very much connected to you and why the whys behind you. Because I feel like some of you are putting in question as well your choices or things you have done or you are doing that are like, I see you questioning something because you're losing interest or because it's not like something you're identifying with as much. Some of you Virgos could be losing interest in your partner, for those of you in a serious connection, but you don't understand why, or you're having a hard time understanding why. And for others of you, you might question why you've married someone or why you've chose to be with someone for so long, and others why you didn't. So a lot of questions here for you in your season, Virgo. But yeah, I feel like many of you losing interest, so almost being unbothered about things that used to hold so much meaning for you. And I feel like this is a good thing for you, that represents about something here about a new version of you coming out of that process, where you're going to be like into new hobbies, new environments, new style of relating, new places, new interests in general. And it's just something that is still yet to emerge fully for your conscious understanding. But it's coming up, and I feel like fast, like the next 2 months, September, October, are like bringing up a lot of new energies, new opportunities, new elements, new people into your life. Something new is for sure to take place for the Virgos collective over the next 2 months. And whatever that new thing is that pops is like signaling to you like a straight yes, like I want that. I want to know more about that, or I want to be with that person, or I want to go in that direction. So you're gonna feel like the immediate response to it. Even like in terms of your physical body, I see you being moved and attracted by a new force coming up in your life. I also see like for some of you in Virgos in September, you can feel very seductive, or like this is an energy of seduction and allure to what seduces you and your senses. I'm not, because I don't feel like it's necessarily sexual. For some of you could be, but I feel like you're wanting to be in this energy or game of seduction, you know, either with someone, or this could be like allowing yourself to be seduced by new ideas again, or by new possibilities, allowing them to convince you, right? And please your senses with those new, it's like new stimulation, new sources of stimulation. But for some of you, this highly seductive energy could be like you are showing up as being very seductive and able to seduce people and opportunities to you. But I keep getting like, as long as they're brand new or at least totally reformed, totally reinvented, you can seduce easily things you want into your reality right now. For others, though, it could feel like you're being seduced by someone's energy, and this person can have like, you and this person can have like a very strong sexual charge with each other, or there's something highly chemical here. For others of you Virgos, you're afraid to take a leap in terms of a specific romantic situation, because either you or this other person or both, you don't have everything like cleaned up or resolved with other people. There's like something preventing you and another person coming together as you want fully. It could also be like a transitioning energy. Again, as I said, like you could be like losing interest, for example, in your partner, but not separated yet, and then while you are at that energy, another person comes and you are in between this, right? You're between here, a little bit of a dual space, but the person you could be dealing with could also be under that influence. I see also an energy of apologies. There's something here about you receiving a very heartfelt apology, or understanding that something that hurt you or upset you didn't go unnoticed as maybe you thought it did. It's like a person, maybe a person you think is very like cold-hearted, opening herself or himself to you, like showing that they're not. This could be like a very emotional moment as well, of truths and exchanges of truths, and going through something like a specific situation almost in detail, again reviewing it. And if it has been something like that has caused pain in you or hurt, I see the review could be triggering, or going through this with the person that afflicted the pain or the wound in you could be very like triggering, but at the end it's like it's gonna free you from this thing. Maybe because you have been missing on this other party perspective of whatever it is that took place. I also see like many of you understanding more as of to how to align your energy with the frequency of success. Perhaps having here like a sudden opportunity to be a part of something that puts your knowledge, your creative intelligence into good use. There's a spark, a big spark here for you in the month of September, of change, to bring about, you know, like with this force of this tornado, but it's the Ace of Pentacles, to bring up change, new energies, new elements, new things, aided with Three of Wands, expansion, new possibilities. The ships are coming in your direction. You're going to go somewhere with this. But it also speaks about new connections, new acquaintances, new collaborations, new opportunities, new interests. You're magnetizing something to you related to your future that you might be unaware of. Like there's this path that is taking you to something significant that might only really make sense to you up until December with this Temperance card. And there's also this feeling of two things that were separate, two energies that were separate coming together. So again, this could be about healing and forgiving a situation, but this could also be about as you are reviewing and making the questions that I said in the beginning, things starting to come together, making sense to you. And that on its own can restore a sense of peace of mind and healing to you. Whatever has been, again, a source of pain or difficulty is about to be erased out of your system. I see an energy of alchemy, of things being transmuted beautifully, peacefully, and with like great associations. So bad references are going to, you know, lose its importance. You're going to be like only left with the jewels and the colors and the good side of whatever it is you have been through. It's a brand new chapter. And also it's almost like you are being blessed, and you know, the energy of baptism here. It's like upgrading yourself spiritually. So also starting a new chapter when it comes to your spiritual evolution or learning process. Like you successfully learned something, now onto the next chapter. You also have here the moon. So for me, the moon with the Ace of Wands can represent a lot of things coming up to you, to your reality, that you might not immediately associate that it's like it's like coming from your deepest desires or longings or yearnings. It's almost like things happening that you're questioning, but it's almost like you already knew, or you already thought or imagined they would at some point in time in your life. And again, it's a cycle of pain that is ending here. There's definitely a bridge of ending and beginning. And whatever was difficult or painful, again, becoming easy and soothful to your soul. Is something that cannot hurt you anymore, Virgo. So whatever it is that used to be like this huge problem, it will lose its power and negative influence. For others, you're going to be in a journey up until the end of the year of successfully overcoming a situation and being okay with the chapters of endings and beginnings in your life. And also for others, as you end something, immediately you start something else. There could be like a biggest test happening here for you in terms of having the courage to allow the endings to take place, and also the courage to embrace the beginnings. Because I feel like it does scare you a bit to go through this, especially because the energy might manifest chaotically, you know. It might manifest in a very like frantic, chaotic way. Again, I keep getting like you might not expect someone to tell you something that they will confess or own up or assume. There's something about this sort of truth, like someone will offer you the truth of something. And this might come a little unexpectedly, because maybe you thought that something about the situation, you know, was done or over. But it's almost like something is only going to be really over once this truth comes to you, or this conversation happens, this moment between you and another individual or another experience look eye to eye and go through that reviewing of what happened one last time, so that then you are free to really embrace the new and be free from a deep wound, trauma, for some of you, the loss here of something or someone was really impactful. And you could be almost like relieving something you felt before. But it's to free you from that experience. For some of you, it has, again, two people, two connections. You've lost something or someone. This could be like any kind of loss, metaphorical or literal. Because you have here indications of death and rebirth, so it can be also someone that passed away. But it's almost like whatever was, now you have here the lighter aspect. Like there's the shadow and then there's the light. And for me, this represents the energy of someone or something communicating with you and revealing something to you about what was, either indirectly because you're sharing the same type of energies you had with someone else, or because this person is coming around to own up to something or bring you a piece of information, a piece of truth you didn't have. And also, two dogs here represents, it could be also issues with friends or friendships or things you didn't know were going on. So I hope you have a great time. Hopefully we'll see each other soon.